completely.
Regrettably, the particular waveform that we're on in our universe doesn't allow for us to witness a Team Bright at a major. The best we can hope for is maybe witnessing them in Division 1 in 2024. But they need to win this game to get to that point in time.
Yeah,
It's going to be a difficult affair for them. It's not an easy game to win against Azure Ray.
We'll see if Azure Ray allows them to get there. It's only one win away. If they can take this one, if they could snatch this one up, they could be there. Irving, like, I do remember him. I do recall him playing this Legion quite a bit. So it's not out of his comfort zone. I guess the build will be similar to many offlaners, like some Vanguard into a Blink. Maybe a Blade Mail here and there. But
do you think you should end up doing quite well with this hero for the most part?
It all depends on how they set up their lanes, because I don't think it's going to be easy for him versus Lone. Like, Lone Druid might just destroy him in the laning stage.
That concerns me a lot, I'll be honest. I think they have to do something special, honestly, because it feels like a uber hard lane to be playing here. Maybe if they get this first blood, it might help. FY pushes them back with a flame break, and that should be enough to secure his own life. Yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah, and he snatched the room, by the way. So 3 bounties going for Azure Ray.
So if they get first blood, it's GG?
Yeah. First blood, and that's it. Confirmed. That's what it takes. You get one more bounty rune, and you get the first blood. The game is confirmed.
So looking at these 3 lanes, mid lane, we've seen this before. Don't anticipate too much happening. Top lane will, of course, know that there's pressure that can be applied by Lone Druid. Lone Druid by Crystal Maiden, definitely I expect some kills to happen that side of the map. By the way, you know FY playing this Batrider? Years and years ago, when FY was the position 4 player from China, he was the one to popularize this. Before like anyone else was doing it, it was FY showing us the prowess of this 4 position Batrider. So just coming back home, it's nice to see.
Yeah, he's been innovating and playing a lot of things that the new kids think they're so cool and special with right now. A long time ago. Look, if you want a position 4 in your team, it's probably FY, right? Like, it's hard to argue for anyone over him. Just a god of Dota on that 4, yeah.
The prince of the Chinese region, still showing us his royal technique in a lot of these games. Through the middle, God, you know, I mean, you've heard me many times despair about the state of the modern mid lane, where so many of their matchups are so close, so skill-based, and so level 6 dependent that we don't get kills up until that point. But my God, DK Void Spirit has to be way up there in terms of uber boring matchups.
Yeah, but in that last game, Somnus got a ton of kills as well, right? Like, he got 2 or 3 kills on the mid lane, one of them being solo.
That's true. So just be Somnus. Top lane might have a first blood emerging for Tianming. One more right click, but he loses vision of Imitator, who gets just beyond the tree line. He's able to keep himself alive.
And can't follow him. Meanwhile, what's happening when it comes to last is Dragonite actually just destroying Void Spirit so far. Somnus doubling up on the CS. Oh, he had a wave pushing in, so it's not as bad.
Oh. Wow. Level 2 overwhelming odds. Irving just got it off the creep wave. And damn, the increase in the damage output. Lone Druid was not expecting it. Lu taking a rare tumble, and to make matters worse, Lizard, that was after he'd summoned a bear, so now he has to spend 50 seconds, no bear in the top lane for Lu.
I thought this lane would be much better for him. Bottom lane?
So did I. Bottom lane is not going to go much better for the rest of Azure Ray, as FY taking a lot of pressure right now. Will end up losing his life towards Undying. That is going to be a very nice kill for the Silencer. Doesn't even need to have the glaives for that one. It's more about oppressing the wave itself.
Yeah, I love how that's the thing we always discuss. Everyone just wants to see the -2. And I love what Chalice is doing here. Like, he's not even going for a kill or anything. He just uses Skewer on the Void to move him away from the creep wave. By doing that, Void just missed like 2 ranged creeps and 1 melee. It's like 3-4 creeps missed. for one skewer. That's value coming out of Chalice right there. And the first blood, by the way, on top lane is huge for Irvine because, like, it's not only that you kill off the lone druid, it's the fact that you're going to have the vanguard very fast. So suddenly that bear might not even be able to kill you.
Bottom lane, they're going to kill off Undyne. So on both sides of the map, we're going to see some degree of advantage for offlaners. The vanguard will emerge quite quickly for this LC, but Chalice not far behind either on his Magnus down bottom.
Yeah, he's really close too. He actually has even more net worth, I believe, right? Or yeah, not
just behind.
Just behind, yeah.
It only shocks me how much net worth and gold First Blood is worth. It's kind of obscene. For now, though, it's still going to be an overall advantage.
It's the First Blood, you know. It makes the people go. Let's go, get that First Blood. That's what it's all about.
So looking bottom, as Chalice just picks up this Vanguard, what do you want to see from this Magnus here? Are we going to be going for, yet again, Harpoon first before coming back for the Blink Dagger? Or do you want to see Blink first for this game for Chalice?
I think Harpoon is fine. You're playing versus Aerobic, so Blink Dagger in, RPing perhaps isn't as easy. Getting that Harpoon, you're always going to be able to farm, right, with the Halberd. I think that's probably better. By the way, Dragon Knight definitely winning this mid lane. 31-12. Now what you gonna do? He has the Bracer, he's just spamming you with Breathe Fire. You can't really hurt him, he has 2 levels of Dragon's Blood.
It's just DK things, man. It's gonna de-ward you as well with the help of Xianming, who's showing up for this lane. Undyne is in a little bit of danger up on top here. It's being ran down by FY and Chalice. Will try to TP out and will be able to get himself away. Imitator, will he be as lucky? That is the question, and the answer is no. Taken down by Chalice.
Yeah, he spent a little bit too much damage in the Firefly. That's 60 per second. Yeah, meanwhile, Legion was forced to rotate mid just to defend this tower against Dragon Knight, and the rotation is Phoenix goes top. Okay, so they're really putting more value on defending the tier 1 mid than on shutting down the lone druid.
Okay. I guess they know that the lone druid is going to be playing fairly safely from here on out for the next few minutes. So they can maybe feel like they can justify this kind of move. Phoenix, though, not level 6, so can't threaten this LD. Luz should just be able to easily free from the top side of the map.
Yeah, that definitely does feel that way. Maybe another thing that you can do on Bright is you could leave the Void because he's level 5. Maybe if he gets RP'd, he dies, but even then it's not super likely.
I guess maybe they'll leave him once he has treads. But at the treads mark, then he definitely doesn't die.
Yeah.
Chalice about to get level 6. This one creep will give it to him, and FY, as well as Xianming, are nearby, ready for him to trigger off his ultimate onto the Faceless Void. And Somnus is also making his way down bottom. They really want to kill Heat, but if Heat can evade this would feel so good. And Heat, for now, still alive, getting himself back, gets scouted out by the Crystal Nova. FY flying over this Crystal Crevasse. Looking in towards Heat. Doesn't have Lasso though, and Irving has also made a rotation in. He has the access to the ultimate. The RP will come in first though. Not going to be a Legion Commander duel just yet. Imitator going to find himself skewered in with Irving. Imitator dies first. Irving still can't get off the duel. Frostbitten up by this Crystal Maiden. Imitator will be able to watch Irving die. Somnus gets himself a double kill from this. Frostbite going in onto Heat. Somnus throwing in another stun with the Dragon Tail. Will eventually be able to get a kill, turning it into a triple. Phoenix though mops him up for a double of his own, turning it into a triple of his own, as he also killed with a Bat Rider. So we have 7 heroes dying all the way in the bottom lane. However, the Void Spirit, the main beneficiary of that fight, walking away with a ton of gold for getting all of those kills.
Yeah, like he needed some recovery and he definitely got it. It was such a silly fight coming for Bright because they didn't have the Chronosphere. Void was like 15-20 experience away from level 6. Legion Commander goes in, destroys them with Overwhelming Gods. It was insane just how much damage he dealt. And you can see it in the recap, like 2.5 damage done just by the LC. But unable to duel anyone. And now Silencer dies again.
And the thing is, LC, one of those heroes that does very well, but requires this duel to be able to scale to her maximum potential. You see a catch onto FY. Can't get the kill, though, from Phoenix because the Frostbite was there from Tianming. And now Somnus wrapping around, getting the Dragon Tail stun out. Do they have enough disable? They do, but Heat comes in with a disable of his own, dropping the Chronosphere onto 2, ensuring they can't chase Phoenix. Phoenix actually jumps back in with the Astral Step to kill off Tianming. Skewer back from Chalice. Phoenix, Astral Step, coming back again in 3 seconds, and Somnus gonna be completely surrounded by the 5 heroes of Team Bright, dueled up for his efforts as well. And Team Bright not only get the core kill, not only do they defend the tier 1 tower bottom, they get some dual damage to boot. And Blizzard, it's looking like game 1 might not have been a fluke. Team Bright might actually be on it today.
Okay, look, they are on it today, and it's looking much better than ever, for them at least. At the same time, there is one difference in these two teams, Lu. Like, one carry on one side is fighting 24/7. Carry on the other side literally isn't joining. Like, Lu is just farming up. So he's, by the way, he's not getting a lot of farm difference against the Void. And FY falls mid together with the Silencer.
Bye, FY.
Yeah.
More gold towards this Void Spirit as well. Phoenix getting high up there, top 3 in the net worth charts right now. It's AR. You know, we had the situation in the series that they lost up against LGD, where one of the games pretty much came down to being the Somnus show. And I'm hoping that this doesn't end up in the same capacity. So far, Somnus, net worth leader, looking not super bad, has a Blink Dagger flying in, but I want to see them convert this Blink Dagger into something on the map here, Liz. I don't want to just see them sitting back and farming, lest we find ourselves hoping and praying that Somnus and Lu get big enough to carry the ultra late game for Azure Ray.
Yeah, the Blink Dagger will be great because you have the Blink, you have the FY hitting 6 now, so he should have Lasso after a creep. Yep. They can smoke up, initiate perhaps with the Dragonite, and then follow up with FY. So a ton of control. But they're going on a Silencer, damn. Like,
no, they're going on to Lone Druid top lane. Silencer does get the global silence out just before he dies as well, which covers Irving as he gets the dual kill. Amazing play from Team Bright. Immediately smoking onto Lu. Yeah, you lose Silencer, but because you still have all your priority heroes, you can come back to defend the mid lane, denying Azure Ray a way to go forward, and you kill Lone Druid, one of their biggest siege engines, without the ultimate from Somnus. This feels so good for the side of Radiance.
Feels great. I didn't expect that to happen. Can they get Void? Oh, almost. They were trying. Skewer is on top of the Twin Gate, but doesn't get him before he goes through. Lone Druid mid. I mean, Lu, you gotta be careful, man. Like, no more. No more deaths. He might actually die again, like, seriously.
No way, dude. He's not allowed to die. He just resummoned another bear. If they could kill him again, it would be so huge. But Phoenix and the boys do jump away because Azure Ray are bringing in all the reinforcements. Imitator did get stunned up, but we saw the press the attack, bailing him out of trouble. Lu, down to half HP, needs to worry, but Chalice finds 2 heroes with the RP. It's only the supports, however. A duel at the same time, goes out onto the Crystal Maiden to cancel out the freezing field, and there comes Heat with the Chronosphere onto 4. Doesn't have the damage to kill everybody, but does have the time to set up for his team to make the turnaround. They bring down Chalice first. Lu trying to run away from the tier 1 tower. He dies. That's a bear resummon gone away as well. And Azure Ray gets turned on. Team Bright show their strength.
Damn.
And Heat, yet again with an MVP play here, bailing his team out of trouble and turning around that entire team fight.
That was insane, both from him and the Phoenix Void Spirit. Like, they did so much. Unfortunate for Imitator. He's getting run down here by FY.
But he's setting up onto FY. He might not even die here. He steals away the sticky napalm. One more right click. Will
Gets the
it kill off the Batrider? Fadebots actually gets the kill.
Yeah.
And you wanted a Spirit Vessel this game. Imitator's building it for himself on this Rubik. He
Very
survives
nice.
these engagements. It's so good.
Very nice, very nice. I was thinking maybe Rubik or Faceless Void could get it. Obviously, much better on Rubik to get it. When I said unfortunate, I wasn't thinking about the top fight. I was thinking about the Chronosphere on the mid lane. Like, Imitator steals Freezing Field, but he uses Chrono on top of him. He couldn't find the angle. Like, as Freezing Field was running from Rubik, he couldn't find the angle to use the Chrono next to him. He had to use it on him. The fight could have been even better, but the fight was already pretty damn great for Team Bright. By the way, 2 Crimson Guards purchased. One on the side of Magnus. Magnus purchased it, and on the other side, Legion Commanders. So mirroring each other. Absolutely.
I'm a bit more scared of the LC one because it's more realistic
Chalice?
to me that
Duel?
LC gets hers off. Magnus might not always get his off, and right now, he did manage to pop it, but he will still end up dead here. Global Silence has been utilized to ensure that they kill him off. Tianming closes the gap, goes into the freezing field after they find the stun onto Phoenix, but they don't have enough chain disable. Even with Dragon Tail and Lasso, Phoenix is able to get out of it and instead just kill off these supports, turn it into a monster kill streak for himself. Additional kills for Team Bright, a tier 1 tower overall. And my God, potentially a 2-0 sweep to keep the Div 1 hopes alive overall for the squad.
I can't believe this is happening, really, because AR, like, I expected them to go to the major, but if they lose this one, their dreams are pretty much gone. They are getting, like, closer to the Dezo, I suppose, on low, right? That's the magic timing for the Lone Druid. It's just that you expect it to be much, much sooner. Chalice, once again, on mid
Definitely
lane.
much sooner. Chalice found a skewer onto Phoenix, but should find himself killed off potentially. They actually lose their... I'm very surprised they lost their nerf there. Maybe Undyne feels, guys, I don't have global. Let's not take any unnecessary risks. The game is going well for us so far. We don't need that Chalice kill to increase our odds of winning this game.
Yeah, so far they were pushing the tempo quite well, but it's okay. Like, they don't get 1 kill on Magnus. It doesn't really hurt them too much. They smoke up, they go bot. They don't have the vision on Lone Druid, but they are guessing where he is.
See if they make the correct read as to where he should be playing. They draw a... Oh, dude, look at that circle that's drawn. Imitator knows exactly what's up. But Lu also knows exactly what's up, as he's going to TP out to safety. Both himself and Tianming will not get caught out here. And they don't have a Solar Crest just yet on the side of Team Bright, so this does diminish their capacity for going for the Roshan itself. FY, just farming some of these creeps, but does have the drums. Will be able to pop these and get away to safety.
Yeah, so they don't get the kills on bottom. At the same time, they don't get the kills on top. But maybe they can initiate. Chalice here, getting closer to Phoenix. You don't have the damage, though. That's the problem. Like, on the side of Bright, if you initiate with, let's say, whoever, really, you have this Faceless Void or Void Spirit that can follow up on top of you and really burst targets down. On the other side, not really. Your damage is kind of over time. Like, Dragon Knight, Magnus, Batrider, no one with any burst damage. Maybe in 200 gold, Lu gets the Dezo and things change.
It's a very good point that up until the point where the Lone Druid is there with the big bear, with Deso and all these things, damage outlay concerning. And not made any easier by the itemization from Team Bright. Irving going for a Heaven's Halberd for himself. We're going to have the Manta suit for Phoenix. Imitator will have Spirit Vessel. Even Undyne going to have a Solar Crest for himself. So these heroes are a lot more difficult to kill. But I don't think they have these kind of difficulties because middle, they're thinking about jumping on Chalice. He does not have a Blink Dagger just yet, but they do not choose to make the full grab, even though there actually was no allies behind him. If they made this jump, he would have died for sure.
Yeah, they do still see him, by the way, and they have DD now. They're going in, Chalice.
They're doing the jump now, but this time around, Somnus is nearby enough to render some assistance. Global Silence will be popped. That enables them to still kill off the Magnus with the double damage rune of Phoenix. The question is, can Phoenix get out of this? Lou, he's here. He's just brought in the bear. He needs to watch himself. It has been proven that he's not that tanky if these heroes get on top of him.
Yeah, he's got
But
that.
he should still be okay.
Yeah, he's got that Ezo, and he did show himself mid, but Faceless Void is also showing top, so maybe you aren't that happy to take this fight any longer if you're Team Bright. And that's why Azure Ray smoke up. Undyne.
Oh my god. Did he just pop 3 hero smokes for nothing? But it's not for nothing because Somnus finds Phoenix. This is an even better grab. But the chain disable is not coming in just yet.
Oh, the
Chronosphere catches 4 heroes. They will not be able to kill off this Void Spirit because his team will back him up. Both supports are gone. Chalice finds an RP, but it's only onto Imitator. Imitator could well steal the spell and turn it around. They get the duel in onto Somnus. Chalice gets killed off by Phoenix. Lou's bear is about to die, and Lou himself might not fare any better as he's being chased by the Void Spirit. Aether Remnant in 1 second. They don't even need it. They find it anyway, though, and they bring him down. It's a team wipe. It's Team Bright. Ascendant in Game 2 as well as Game 1, and now rewarded with a Roshan for all of their efforts.
Yeah, straight into the pit. After a full team wipe from 4k to 9k advantage, this game is looking... That was without Global as well, but with an amazing Chronosphere. Void Spirit, like, he could have gotten away. Instead, he lets himself get lassoed here. He could have ulted out, look. Yeah, but he doesn't care. He just turns so easily with the massive Chrono, and I don't know who the pep talker is for Team Bright, who had like some post-game motivational speeches after all the losses that they've had, but whoever it is, like, good job to him. Somnus should blink out.
Somnus should be okay, but he will be aware that Team Bright is taking a Roshan right now, and they ping out the area, but it would be suicide for them to approach here. Maybe they send FY to go and die. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger just yet, though. So it's kind of hard for him to make this move.
Wait.
Bro, where did this execution from Team Bright come from? Like, what is this?
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're 0-5 at the moment. They've won one singular game versus IG and lost 10 so far. I mean, yeah, like, Chinese region just surprises me. Like, some teams, nothing has changed. It's still the same players, same guys, you know. Chinese region just low.
Lou, oh my god. You're not surprised me, Liz? How quickly Lou died. I did not think that the Lone Druid was that squishy. I knew it was squishy, but not like that.
Yeah, that's some next level squishiness, my dear Snare. When you're playing versus these boys and Crystal Maiden, oh, cut the wrong tree.
Oh boy.
Legion was hunting him, but cut the wrong tree, didn't work. Yeah, like, do you see some comeback potential, maybe? That's a long no. The answer doesn't even matter, honestly, after that.
Okay, here's what needs to happen, right? Here's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
All right. So firstly,
I'm listening. Please tell me.
They need Glimmer BKB, Blink Dagger, Aghanim Scepter on the Crystal Maiden, right? They need these items. She needs to blink in, Glimmer herself, BKB, pop the ulti, and then as she's about to die, as she's like at 200 HP, they jump on top, they get off the RP, right, on all of those heroes, and then there's a Firefly on all 5 heroes at the same time, breathe fire on all 5 heroes at the same time, and then as soon as the RP ends, they have to hit all of them with the Savage Roar, and then all the Bright heroes also have to be not clicking any buttons while this happens, and then maybe AR can win a fight, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's possible that can happen. I've seen the $1 million plays back in the day when that was considered big. I can see that happening too.
It's rough though. This game is certainly not falling out of control. It's already out of control. Very much in favor of Team Bright. And the thing is, you pick Lone Druid, DK, this kind of draft to try and muscle through the game and end it quickly. You are not trying to tussle with the Faceless Void late game, and unfortunately, the late game is coming much faster than anticipated.
Yeah, exactly. Like this lineup seems to be so tanky, seems to be like if you have a good laning stage, you should be just rolling over everyone. But I think the big issue that they had from the beginning was Irvine on his... Are we calling him Irvine or Irving, by the way?
Let me say Irving.
Irving, okay. So what they didn't expect is him getting that first blood, getting a Vanguard extremely early and just defending mid. Like Phoenix, remember, he was level 5. He had to move away from the lane. He was in recovery mode for a really long time. And then he got that triple kill. All things said and considered, I still think that, yeah, we're trolling Azure Ray a little bit, but I do think that there is a way for them to come back. It's possible. Not for CM, for now at least, but still possible.
Yeah, definitely not as complicated as making it sound, but certainly very, very difficult. CM dead.
Caught.
FY might also end up dead as well.
No,
will at least get denied by the neutrals.
Like,
okay.
How the hell is that to deny? Like, I refuse to believe it.
Agent Mud Golem, bro. That's what happened.
That's just insane. They should be able to steal the Tormentor, though. Faceless Void and Legion Commander.
What? So, dude, this Faceless Void hero is just so scary. Did you watch that Tundra game yesterday, the Tundra versus Liquid game?
Yep.
Honestly, watching that game made me remember how strong Faceless Void is in this patch. I was just like, holy smokes, this is crazy.
Yeah, just
and Heat is getting to those levels.
Yeah, not a hero that's picked way too often, but when he is, mostly because it's banned, right? It's not that people don't want to pick it. It's just banned all the time. Now there's a Blink Dagger on Rubik as well, by the way. So Imitator has a Vessel. On top of that has a Blink. Oh, Phoenix, nice Manta dodge.
Very nice Manta dodge. Keeps him alive, away from Somnus. Before a fight breaks out, by the way, I was just very curious as to how well Void has been doing overall. Here in our region, obviously we haven't had that many picks. He's doing okay, you know, 7 games, 57% win rate.
FY, bot lane.
FY, is he dead? Oh, he's super dead. Super dead. They might not want to commit the chrono for this one, but they should certainly find the kill. They get the duel out of it as well. Plus damage for Irving. Hey, plus 70. Good times. But do you want to quickly hear how high this hero's win rate is?
Tell me, how high?
23 games, 78% win rates across 23 games.
That's insane. What about blue mid lane? His bear uses Savage Roar, gets away. But yeah, 78 you said, right? That's way too much. Like for so many games. Because 23 games is a pretty big sample size. Chalice is continuing to farm, but Imitator is coming straight at him.
Does he have TP out? He's trying to get himself out. Whew. So it looks like this left-hand side here has been an immortality field for Azure Ray, because whenever a hero is here, they just don't die. The only reason we saw Tianming dying on the other side of the map because he wasn't here on the far west. Sadly though, we can't have anything done by Chalice to do anything to deal with the Tormentor. So it does get taken by the Radiant side as well.
Yeah. Phoenix, meanwhile, he's alone and they have been smoked up. Oh, straight into the Bat's arms.
Beautiful catch there. The global will be popped though to buy him space and time. Phoenix is going to be out for now. Has dissipated in 1 second. He can't get it off though. He will get brought down. Somnus, big plays to ensure the kill on the Void Spirit. Lu is credited with the kill and gets 1,000 gold for his efforts. Are you kidding me?
That's something. That pretty much brings him extremely close to the AC after that kill. So 12k advantage. It was 13k before that kill, more or less. They are TPing bottom though. They want to fight.
They find Somnus. They get him with the duel here. He didn't leave with the rest of his lineup, and he had the TP scroll to do so. I don't know why he stuck around here, but he ends up getting uber punished for it.
Yeah, but maybe he didn't expect them to have this cliff ward. Meanwhile, Imitator, he's trying to D-ward where Phoenix told him, but Yeah, Phoenix wasn't right. The board is just a tiny little bit to the left. But it's also expiring, so not a lot of value was lost.
Not going to be the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all of these like heroes on Radiant. You have your Silencer with the Solar Crest mech getting really close to Greaves, Rubik with Vessel and Blink. On the other side, you have Bat. Like, he does have something, right? But it's a Bat, so it's expected. Boots of Bearing and Blink, maybe expected more from him. And Crystal Maiden with the Solar Crest, so even though they have died quite a few more times on Dire, they're still bringing utility.
Certainly still some aspects that you can see these heroes contributing to the game. Bottom lane, they didn't pick up the Wisdom Rune, and Lu actually wasn't that far away, so we will sacrifice it to Irving. This is not insignificant. Every single time I see this happen, where teams lose both their Tormentor and their Wisdom Rune, have you actually seen a team win under those conditions, where they lose the first Tormentor and the post 20-minute Wisdom Runes?
I mean, sometimes, but I feel like what you're saying is that the game is more snowbally than it used to be. Because if you're winning, like, you have options now. You suddenly don't even have to get just kills or wait for Roche. Getting Tormentor is 2.8k gold swing, right? Like, you're taking it away from them, you're getting it for yourself. Easy shard.
We're gonna be having a, looks like a smoke on smoke fight potentially, as they smoked up on Team Bright. However, they are primarily concerned with the area around Roshan. They're not gonna play aggressively into Azure Ray. But Azure Ray think Roshan is happening already, so they're gonna play aggressively into that area as they smoke up themselves.
And this is basically a good positioning now for Team Bright, because they know they need to be approached. Like, Azure Ray has to come here.
The Spare will have its smoke popped. They jump in. They find Lu as he's going into the true form here. They don't want to make the full jump onto him. They instead go directly onto FY. Big dual kill.
Nice
Chalice finds a 3-hero RP. Do they have enough damage for this, though, is the question. And so far, it doesn't seem like they do, as they turn back onto Lu, forcing him away from the fight. 2-hero Chronosphere onto him and Tianming. Tianming already gone. Lu about to follow him. A double kill for the Faceless Void. Somnus can't go anywhere. Imitator with the stolen RP, holding the DK in position. And he's trying to at least make something happen here. But Chalice realizes that he's trying to make miracles. And miracles are not in any supply in this game. Chalice, the lone person left in this fight, he will get brought down. FY has already escaped, and Team Bright take yet another team fight victory.
Yeah, FY is the only one left remaining, and that didn't even look like a bad fight for Azure Ray. The RP looked pretty damn good, right? Well, wrong. They just don't have the damage to take these guys down. They just aren't hitting hard enough. Even with the AC purchased on the Lone Druid Bear, it just isn't enough. FY, at least he's around, he remained. He's hoping that they forgot about him. Maybe he can go in and snatch something. There's Cheese, there's Aegis. If he could get both, he has 2 inventory slots available. Let's see. He's gonna be there on time.
Let's see what he's gonna do. Frame. Oh my god, FY actually did it. Oh my god, he actually did it. What a god. Steals away the Aegis. Will die for this, but does delay the game for his team.
Yeah, how the hell does he manage to do it so
every
well
time?
Every time, yeah. It's like, you know, you can kind of guess the damage, more or less, but pitch perfect every time he jumps in. It's insane.
Sadly, it might not make a difference for the results of this game, as they still have to deal with this Cheese on heat. And as the lack of damage, burst-wise at the very least, like you outlined earlier, because they lack it, that means Cheese is still pretty much as good for them. Irving got skewered back deeper into the base, but as a lack of that damage, they can't do anything to him. They jump onto Tianming instead, killing him off from the Crystal Maiden. Global Silence was popped for this, so they want more. Lu now forced to run himself away as they brought down the Silencer. Chalice jumped in, found 2 heroes with the RP, but where's the follow-up? They at least get Imitator down. Heat forced to jump away. Lu finally able to get in the damage. They're wanting to bring down Heat. He has no Aegis. He finds another 4-hero Chrono this game. Turns onto Chalice, kills him off. Lu's gonna be next on the chopping block, running away from the Faceless Void and the Void Spirit, barely surviving by the skin of his teeth. Tianming with the freezing field, able to at least mop up Irving. But Team Bright came so close to losing Faceless Void, and then 1 second later, so close to winning the entire damn game.
Yeah, I think that Team Bright, they pushed it a little bit too far with this time around. Like, yeah, you have the cheese, but you don't have the Aegis. You're pushing in onto the high ground versus so many dispositional tools like dislocating. You have Batrider that can lasso you away. You have Magnus, obviously, with the skewer. Somnus just hitting you from distance in that Black Dragon form. It's not easy to push that way, especially because the fountain is there. They have all the buybacks too. They still do manage to get a couple of nice kills, but they should be happy with what they've got. They could have been punished even harder.
Absolutely. Well, this game, no one can accuse 2 or 3 of Chinese Dota of being boring, that's for sure. Very entertaining set of games that we've had so far.
Yeah, nice little butterfly picked up on Faceless Void. There are no MKBs, I believe.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I don't think so. There's one queued up by Lu. For now, he has Sacred Relic. He wants to get that Nullifier first.
Do you think Nullifier is the option here over and above MKB?
I mean, he already has the Relic, right? So I'm guessing at this point, just get it. You get 900 gold, you buy that, and then afterwards you can start farming up the MKB. And that's what he does. If he didn't have the Relic, if he didn't buy it, if he went straight for the MKB, I think that would be better in general.
Yeah.
But
Gonna smoke up now. They are 18k gold behind. About 8 levels / 10k experience behind as well. We need something big to happen here.
Yeah, and I think they still can do it if they manage to get a good pick off on the Faceless Void. It's so hard though. Lincoln's LC behind him.
Speaking of LC, she's the one that's in first onto the Batrider, killing him off. There's no buyback either for him. Lu dragged back in by Imitator. Nullifier will be there on top of him. Somnus in the meantime jumped onto Undyne, but there's the Faceless Void Chronosphere catching the 2 cores on the back end. His team will be enabled to clean up the Crystal Maiden while he kills off the Magnus and now solos Lu. Heat is just way too damn strong. He puts his attention towards Somnus right now, and as Somnus dies without buyback, the gem drops onto the deck, and Mag is the only one defending. I think you're right, Lizard. We're looking down the barrel of game, and we're looking down Team Bright, ruining the chances potentially of Azure Ray going to the major with a scintillating performance here in Game 2 as well.
Yeah, and they're going straight for the juggler, straight for the throne. Like, they don't want to mess around. This is crazy. Batrider is up, but they don't have any buybacks whatsoever. I believe they're strong enough. 27k ahead. These heroes don't really care about the defense that Azure Ray can.
Game's over.
Yeah, game looks very over.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
Wow. Chalice about to be the last one to die in this game, potentially. They still get one more duel onto FY. Irving wants more damage. Give him the plus 210. And the GG call will emerge. Azure Ray throw in the towel. And Team Bright